tsa Sesotho re betse re amohela mohi dula le runa ho fitlela hore nya boraro ke mo le Triforce ntse le ngwe re qala pele ka dihlo tsa tsona.
Re ka se re gona le tokologo ha ditsotsi di tsamaya gogotle ba etsa ntwe ba e ratang.
Mopresidente Cyril Ramaphosa o setlile puo ya hae ya sehloho letsatsing la tokoloho stadium sa Mandela Park Klerksdorp province ya North West.
Beyond touching millions with his inimitable charm and charisma in music, film and theater, Mr. Belafonte devoted his life fighting for human rights.
Belafonte o hopolwa ka kabelo ya hae dinaheng tsa matjhaba moo a thusitseng ho lwanela tokoloho ya Afrika Borwa.
It's a huge nomination. It's similar to being knighted as in England. So I say thank you to SAFA for the support they've given, to Cecil for the support, but most importantly to the Banyana players and the staff.
Dipapading Tesri Elisi o tla amohela kgao ya Order of Ikhamanga ka menya boiketso ya hae dipapading tsa basadi le siya kolisi papading ya rugby. Arbelero amohele mohi nakong eo a neng a tshetlile puo ya sehloho letsatsing lena la tokoloho le tshwaretsweng stadium sa Mandela Park Klerksdorp North West. Mopresidente Ramaphosa o buile ka diphephetso tse mmalwa tseo baahi ba tobaneng le tsona tse agang ka hare bofuma, tlhoko ya mesebetsi, metsi e ka sitana le ho kgaolwa kgafetsa ha phepelo motlakase eo a reng ke ngongoreho e kgolo mme ditlamorao tsa yona ke tse bosula malapeng le dikgwebong. O ipileditse baahi ho fedisa dikgoka tsa bong. Ha tswela pele mopresidente o boletse hore le ha ho ena diphephetso setjhaba se se lebale tse ntle tse tlisitsweng ke demokrasi. O betsa ipiletsa ho bohle ba na le tokelo ho vouta ho kenyeletswa le batjha hore ba ingodisitse dikgetho tse tlong ho tshwarwa ka 2024.
Batho ba bantsi ba tlhophega. Batho ba bantsi a bana tiro. A ke re go bjalo. Batho ba bantsi ba humana ba sena di service delivery metsi hayo dintlong tsa rona. Motlakase ha uyo. Ditsela mo re dulang teng di maswe. Mo dintlong tse ding tse re dulang mo tsona go na le surage e tsamaya mo strateng. Ke ona mathata a re shebaneng le ona. And ha re bua nnete ke mathata a re itseng gore a teng mo gare ga setšhaba. And ke mathata je ka se le utlwile from premier ya rona a re sebetsanang le ona letsatsi le letsatsi. Le utlwile premier a re mathata a metsi ke mathata a tletseng dibaka tse dintsi mo South Africa. Minister wa rona wa metsi o setse a dula matsatsi a mantsi gona mo North West. Le deputy minister ya gagwe ba lokisa yona taba e ya metsi. Ke ba file the instructions tse clear kare lokisang taba ya metsi ke yona e kgolo go feta tse dintsi. That's why balemo ba lokisa taba e ya metsi. So mathata a re kopanang le ona gotlhe mo re tsamayang teng mo batho ba rona ba phelang teng. Re shebane le ona mathata a. Go loka gore re a lokise ka hobane re a itse gore batho ba heso ba phela ka thata. Our country has been hit by a number of crises. Political, global, financial, social and economic shocks. We have to secure our energy future. We have to adapt to climate change. We have to grow our economy and create more jobs. We have to eradicate the scourge of gender-based violence and also act against criminality. Freedom cannot be meaningful when South African homes and businesses are without electricity for several hours in a day. Re ka se re na le tokologo ha motlakase o seyo letsatsi le letsatsi. That is why we are using every means at our disposal to restore Eskom's power stations and to build new generation capacity as a matter of greatest urgency. Re ile ra re mo dilemong tse tlhano tse fetileng re batla gore bao ba na leng tšhelete ba itlise mo go rona mo South Africa e age di-factory e age di-investment tse tla kgonang go aga mesebetsi ra re batla 1.2 trillion ya diranta. Re ne re tshwere conference matsatsi a fetileng mo re ileng ra kgona go feta target ele ya rona ya 1.2 trillion ra feta ra fitla go 1.5 trillion. Ne ile go etsetsa gore bao ba na le ditšhelete batle ba tlise ditšhelete tsa bona. Re batla gore ditšhelete tseo di tle le gona mo matlosane mo le leng teng. Re batla gore ditšhelete tseo di tle le gona mo Northwest go investiwe mo Northwest go etsetsa gore re age mesebetsi gona mo Northwest le gona mo matlosane. Re ka se re go na le tokologo ga ditsotsi di tsamaya go gotlhe ba etsa ntho e ba e ratang. Re ka se re we are free. Re ka se re bomme le basetsana ba naga ya eso ba tshaba go tsamaya mo ditrateng ka obane go na le banna ba batla ba bolayang kapo ba tla ba reipa. Re ka se re go na le tikologo. We have done much. We have done much to improve the effectiveness of the police and to strengthen our criminal justice system, but we need to do much more.
Ho latela puo ena mo presidente baahi ba ntsha maikutlo mo ba buang ka mathata ao ba phelang ho ona.
Re na le di-challenges tse dingata mo matlosana ga rena service delivery re na le di-potholes tse dingata ga rena ditsela at all mo Jobetina ga rena ditsela ga gona mosebetsi youth e ngata bana ba feditse dikolo ba fetogile dilo tse di sele ba ja matombo because of ga gona mosebetsi bana ba thubela batho mo matlong gore ba kgone go ja gore ga ba kry mesebetsi ba re senyetsa botse gore robetse so dilo tse dingata di utlwisa botlhoko gore e sale ntse re le di-volunteer tsa ANC re dula re enjoy Freedom Day le mo la ntse go sena service delivery so re kopa thuso ka dilo tse dingata re kopa mesebetsi re kopa service delivery re kopa go di-dumping site tse dingata-ngata tse di tletse mo Jobetina ba ikatemetse mo go rona ba re thuse ka dilo tseo ditopono batho ba kry-wa ba shwele mo di-dumping site tse di tletseng ka Jobetina di-main hall di dula di dutla mo Jobetina go nne like a ke itse go tlhakatlhakane mo lefatsheng la rona no yana president o tlile ga ba kgone go mo fitlhisa go re leng teng ko Jobetina e bodile ba mo tlisa mo Alabama ba ile go ba itse gore ba dirile go gonne up to date mo Alabama mo Amamazel Park go na le ditsela go na le ntongole ga go na di-potholes tswa yana o tse o ye Jobetina o tsena ka Jobetina hela ha o start hela o tsena ka Jobetina o tlo kopana le di-potholes tse dingata-ngata tse di causang lot of accident mo Jobetina ha re kgone bathong re utlwile bathong re kopa thuso ya lona service delivery please.
Alabama le Mazel Park adina police station re kopa a mobile police station e ya go assistang community ya Alabama ama le community ya Mansell Park because re suffer thata mo e le gore it's a home place ya di drug, it's a home place ya di tsotsi tse e le gore ga re khone go tsamaya free, re ka se re enjoy ya freedom while re pallwa ke go tsamaya mo tulong e re dula mo go yone, re ka se re enjoy ya freedom while tulo tse re dula mo go tsone go na le government a rona e re itlise service delivery but bo ra contract ba ba khona go tlogela mebereko e tsamaya fela ba tlogela bagolo le disabled people mo Alabama Station 4 and 5 go na le mo e le gore puso ya rona itlise bo ra contract gore ba tlo go aga matlo bo ra contract bao today they are nowhere to be found mo e le gore bagolo ba dutse ka di tombstone tse e le gore ba di bitsa ke di slap di tshetswe and there is nobody o khonang go attend that particular matter or a leader khona go ema are not in my name by this day ya service delivery ya selo ya freedom be re mo freedom ba go bua nnete ga re mo freedomong.
My concern ke ka batho ba ba phelang ka bogolwa batho ba ba phelang ka bogolwa ga go sepe ka bone mo Matlosana ke dula ko Tegane ga di a presidente ba bua ba disability ba ba fa first priority mare hanke ke bon ke na le company mare company hanke iwa mereko mo ga masipale every le mo eventing a gona company moto disabled e goza de and gape batho ba re phela ka boga go hloka dilo dintsi mmereko le ndole matlo ke dula mo baibei freedom day a se gona batho ba re phela ka boga a re celebrate ka gona a re na freedom.
Jalo ga mekete ya letsatsi lena e tshwaretswe province ya North West moqolotsi wa rona wa ditaba Selwane Gagago o buisana le tona go le Pushi Mape ka diphephetso tseo baahi ba province ena ba tobanang le tsona letsatsi le letsatsi.
Re buisana le tonakgolo ya province ya North West Bushi Mape ka letsatsi lena la tokoloho jolo ka le tlo ketekwa mona stadiumong sa Mansell Park Clarkstop ka jeno mme re buisana le tonakgolo ho utlwa tse ding tsa diphephetso tseo ba ahi ba ntseng ba tobana le tsona le hore na bona jolo ka mmuso ba tle ho di lokisa ka tsela efeng. Tonakgolo ke le bohela nako ya ha go re hlalosetse fela go tsatsing la ka jeno ke ditshepiso tse feng tseo le ditsang baahi
rona ha re tse tshepiso ho baagi rona re tirkadile ka lenaneo le re le bitsang accelerated service delivery program le bolela hore re tlisa ditshebeletso ka potlakiso ho baahi ba North West ba ile ba bua ba re rona dilo tse di re tshwenyang haholo di dingata motlhomo dilo tse di tshwenyang haholo ke taba ya metsi ke taba ya ditsela ke taba ya ditiro so rona re focusitse gagolo mo nthong tse baagi ba llang ka tsona re ile ra qala lenaneo lena kwana Mafikeng last year ra qala ka tender mo bathong ba ne ba lokisa dipothole teng minister wa rona Senzo Mkhunu e ka re se a dula mo o tla mo tla o thusa hore taba e ya metsi e loke batho ba nne le metsi so puso ya rona e busy all the time tse ding ntho tsena di tla nka nako tse ding di tla lokiswa ka pela mme fela puso e di hlomile mahlo re leka ho di lokisa.
Tona kholo jalo ka ntse re bua ka tsona dintlha tseo tsa service delivery ba ahi ba hlalositse hore ba bona e kare ha ho etswe letho ka diphephetso tsa bona empa nakong e leng hore jolo ka tsatsing lena mo ho tlang mo president di lokiswa ka potlako o bona o ka reng jolo ka mo
re ntse re bua le di masipala re a re energizing di high mast light tsena tsa rona tsena re etse hore di sebetse ha se ntho e re etsang hobane president o tla North West.
ka ho le moqolotsi wa rona wa ditaba sentle in le hihile yana o buisane le meyara wa masepala wa Dr Kenneth Kaunda Nikwena ka diphephetso tsa phano e fokola ditshebeletso tseo baahi ba shebaneng le tsona sebakeng sena.
Mo tsatsing leno la go keteka kgololosego re mo Mandela Park gaufi le Alabama mo masepaleng wa selegae wa Matlosana mme Nikwena re lebogetse nako ya gago re tlhalosetse ka botlhokwa ba letsatsi leno le gore jaanong le rona re le di host re solofetseng
letsatsi le botlhokwa thata ka gonne ke letsatsi le re gopotsang gore ka 1994 la ntlha mo South Africa bantsho morago ga gore ba kgapelwe thoko ke batho ba ne ba tsene mo lehatsheng la rona ba retsela la ntlha ba vouta ba ikgethela puso e batliwang ke bona yaanong go botlhokwa gore re gopotsane ka gonne dingwaga tse re setse re di tsamaile ga di dintsi thata go le go kalo gore re ka lebala re tshwantse ra dula re gopotsana ra dula re ntse re keteka re itse gore re gopotsane gore ke eng se se botlhokwa se re se dirileng go itlhela ka tsatsile ke eng se ileng gore re tshwanetse gore re tise mo go sona re tshware le gore batho ba rona ba kgone go bona botshelo bo botoka bo re buileng ka bone ka nako ewa ya 1994 yaanong re itumela thata re le sedika re tshwaragane le di masepala tsotlhe re tshwaragane le puso ya bogare le puso ya rona e go godimo gore re be re tlhophile lehelo le gore re tlo go keteka letsatsi le botlhokwa ka gonne mo go rona e tlisa maitumelo ke lona lehelo le ile gore maloba a mabane le ne le belege puso ele ya apartheid ba tseile gold e lentsi mo gare ga district ya rona e ba ipaga mo dikoloing tsa bone ba tsamaya le yone yaanong e re gopotsa gore ha re setse re rulaganya gore ha ra go dira yang gore re tokafatse maphelo a batho re be re tla ka ditirelo le melemo le melao e dirang gore batho e nne bone ba ba umang mo diunelong tse bana le tsona mo lehatsheng la bona ka gone re santsane go rena le go gontsi gore ka go dirang re tshwaragane le batho gore ba kgone gore ba ba kgone gore ba ne le ownership ba kgone gore ba participate mo dilong tse ile gore di tla ba tshedisa botoka
ga re bua mo ntlheng eno ya go ungelwa ga baagi ba mo re leng teng mo Mandela Park le Alabama baagi ba ileng makhalate le ma India bone ba re ga ba umele gotlhelele ba re tota hela ga ba ipona ile baagi ka kwano ke baagi ba ileng gore ba kgetholotso
go na le matodi ya batho ba ileng gore ba tlhoka mebereko ba bantsi mo Mandela Park mme go na le ba bantsi ba re ba tsentseng re na le di programa tse re di dirang le masepala wa rona wa locally le re le sedika go na le batho ba ntsi ba re ba tsentseng mme hela ra dumalana le bona ha re sana di factory tse dintsi ko ile gore go na le mebereko e le gore sustainable re mo letshelong leo malobane re kopane le bona re buisana makhansela ra kopane le bona buisana go tlatlamano ha ile gore re bona o mong a unetswe o mong a sa unela go ra gore go tsenya pressure mo pusong gore le nna ke a tlhoka ene ke pressure e le gore e necessary gore e re dire gore re bereke ka thata
eo he mo gi puisano ya setle in le hihi le meyara wa Dr Kenneth Kaunda ba bua ka diphephetso tseo baahi ba shebaneng le tsona mme ha re hatela pele metapele wa Build One South Africa Musimaimane ha mo le molekgotla wa ACDP masepaleng wa Nelson Mandela Bay Lance Road Bomb ba bile le mohwanto le baahi ba Bethelsdorp mo ba ipelaetsang ka boemo ba ditlolo tsa molao teo se bonagale ha mapolesa mebileng
ha o leba ga go twa Freedom Day go kaelwa gore ke ditsotsi fela tse di leng free ke bua ka Thabo Bester ke bua ka bontsi ba bone ba tsamaya fela go sena mathata se re tlile re tlo se kopa gompieno re tlise memorandum fano re batla mapodisa atle locally a tlo bereka le setšhaba re recruite metro police ya fano re oketse mapodisa gore go bonagale gore le lwantsha ditsotsi gonne batho ba rona ba itse go diritibatsi di rekiswang teng ebile ba itse gore ke mang o bolayang batho mo re batla go tshwara batho bao re etse ka mmereko o matla gore a berekisana re fetole ka mokgwa mapodisa bereka teng gore ga re bua ka Freedom Day re le bua ka constitution ra itse gore e sireletsa matshelo a batho.
Crime is out of control here in the northern areas. Just to date for this year, over 70 murders has been committed and it's linked to gangsterism. So we know that it's not freedom for our people here in Nelson Mandela Bay. They are not free to roam and walk the streets. You know, there's rapes, there's robberies, there are serious crimes that is committed against the people here in the northern areas and in Nelson Mandela Bay at large. We are known as one of the dangerous cities in the world. So what we are doing here today is to address that, is to raise our voices.
Mo ijalo ka ha ka jeno Afrika Borwa e kitika dilemo tse 29 tsa tokoloho pejana re kopile maikutlo a hore e be letsatsi lena le ntse lena le moelelo ho wena ka mora dilemo tse maikutlo ha o Facebook ke a latelang Matume Mamatlepa o re letsatsi lena le bohlokwa ho ma Afrika Borwa empa ho senyehile le moga o busang o se o feletswe ke maano Lesiba Simon yena o re ha ke bone molemo wa letsatsi la tokoloho hobane re ntse re sokola la se re fumane tokoloho eo ba eta pele ba dipolitiki ke bona ba una molemo hobane ba ja tšhelete ya setšhaba Molaetsa o qetela ke wa Teni Mpinga yena o re ha ke o bone tokoloho eo hore baahi bana le matlo mesebetsi mme ha bana dikolo le metse e meng e ntse e sebedisa matlwana a mekoti maikutlo a hao ka kgatiso ya video ya WhatsApp ona mo hi ke a latelang
ba re ke letšatši la tokologo mogaši e fela le ge re sa e bone tokologo yeo a ke folela ka letšatši le botse la tokologo e fela South Africa is not free re felegeditše go ba re thuša fela bao ba lokologileng go keteka tšatši la tokologo gobane rena ka moka re se ra lokologa happy freedom day go lena ka moka
ka nnete ke bona letsatsi lena la tokologo se le sena moelelo gobane ha o thola o sheba re santsana re na le tlhokego ya mesebetsi re santsana re na le mathata a di-RDP re santsana re na le mathata a metsi taba e nngwe hape e kgolokgolo ke tshireletso ka nnete ke ntho e le gore ha e sa le yo next metseng e le gore phela ka hare ho yona ke a leboha
mo irile wa ditshwaelo tsa hao ka mehla Harbele ro amohele mohi ditabeng tsa rona tsa letsatsi nakong ena eo Afrika Borwa e kitikang dilemo tse 29 tsa tokoloho le democracy baphaphathehi ba ileng ba tloswa ka ntle dikantoro tsa United Nations tse Brooklyn Pretoria ka la bohlano le fetileng ba re ha ba itsebe tokoloho
Baphaphathehi ba 64 ba tlositsweng ka ntle ho dikantoro tsa United Nations Brooklyn ba re batlile Afrika Borwa ka tshepo ya ho fumana makgulo a matala mme jwale ba setse ba itlhophele
We don't see the profit of it. There is no profit for us, but there is a way to make it for us also to enjoy it, because when South Africa people get freedom, I think it's all Africa that celebrates. And I remember my own country, DRC, contributes a lot, especially our former Mobutu Sesotho president. He has done a lot.
Freedom is South Africa democracy. It's not for refugee. We don't have democracy. We don't have freedom. We have nothing. I'm asking myself which kind of agreement that UNHCR had with South African.
Ba phaphathehi bao ba kenyeletsa bana ba 30 ba agang ka hare lesia la dibeke tse tshiletseng. Dingongorego tsa ba phaphathehi bana di kenyeletsa ya ho besa ka ntle ho pheha ka ha ba tshaba hore ba ka nna ba tshisetsa.
The fear is that there are snakes around. And also we are far away from people, and the other things is when in case of emergency we don't know what will happen to us. We don't know what will happen.
On the farm is not nice, but for myself, for my family, I feel like I'm safe. I'm far away from the community because I didn't want to go back to the community. I'm far away from Mandela because Mandela is living well. I'm fine in the farm.
Setsebi sa ditaba tsa baphaphathehi se re maemo ana a ngongorisa holo ka ho sa etswe ho toma ho sireletsa baphaphathehi bana.
They are constantly feeling under threat and under attack, and I think we need to revert to the words of Nelson Mandela, Chris Hani, Steve Biko, that we need a society where we all care for each other, where there is genuine Ubuntu, that we love each other, appreciate each other, we get on, because the main philosophy about success in life is if you get along with people, you get ahead.
ba phaphathehi bao ba tshepa hore ka le la matsatsi ba tla thuswa ho fumana bonamodi ba moshwelella le tokoloho ke mekgatlo eo e seng ya mmuso le maqwetha a ditokelo tsa botho.
Ka ho le leng nalane ya leeto la tokoloho e bontshwa ka bonono seseng sa botjhaba sa Long March to Freedom. Sebaka sa Century City se Cape Town se hlompha baetapele ba ileng ba lwana kgahlanong le bokoloniale le apartheid.
Setsha sa botjhaba sa Long March to Freedom se na le dikarolo tse fetang lekgolo tsa ditshwantsho. Di kenyeletsa matshwao le balwanedi ba neng ba le kgahlano le kgethollo. Ho qala ka motshwaruwa wa pele wa dipolotiki Robben Island, Harry Distrand Loper le ba bang mehleng ya pele ya tokoloho ya Afrika Borwa.
The colonial masters, they decided to change his name. They said, no, we cannot call you Ushomanto. We don't know how to call you. That name. So from today, you are Harry Distrand Loper. So he became the first black prisoner in Robben Island. In Robben Island, he didn't escape twice, using a boat ride with some of slaves. So we also have, one of the Khoi leader, David Stearman, who went to Robben Island. But in Robben Island also, he didn't stay, he escaped 3 times, using a boat ride, right? So when they caught him, after escaping, they took him to Australia jail. It's where he died there. Today, as I speak, they changed PE Airport name after him, David Stearman Airport today. The first Nguni people to approach colonial masters, it was Xhosa people. Here we have Makana, who went to Robben Island, and he was, against missionaries, since he was a prophet, a sangoma, or a traditional healer. He escaped in Robben Island together with David Stearman there. So unfortunately, Makana, he didn't make it. He drowned in Blauberg Beach. There is a beach here well known as Blauberg. It's where he drowned there.
Mehla ya morena Shaka Zulu nakong ya bokoloniale e bontsha le bahlabani ba fapaneng ba morabe wa maZulu ba neng ba le kgahlano le tsamaiso ena ya kgethollo. Union of South Africa ile ya thewa ka 1910 mme yona ile ya bona tshimoloho ya ho nkuwa ha mobu ka molao wa 1913 o qadileng ho sebetsa ka la 19 Phupjane 1913. Solipulaki ka moo a neng a tsejwa ka teng e ne ile mongodi le moqolotsi wa ditaba ya ileng a sebedisa baesekele ho haola le naha.
So Solplagi, he used to ride the bicycle from Eastern Cape to Joburg, carrying his typewriter at the back. So when he get tired, he get chance, he used to use his typewriter, since he was a writer, a journalist, the first General Secretary of South African Native National Congress in 1912.
Ha puso ya apartheid e qala tsamaiso ya yona, kganyetso ile ya tswela pele ka baitseki ba bangata ba tswa mekgeng e fapaneng ya dipolotiki. Seemahale sa bronze sa mothei wa PAC ya ileng a etella pele moanto wa Sharpeville ka 1960, e leng Robert Mangaliso Sobukwe, se behilwe monyako wa Long March to Freedom. Baitseki ba bang ba ile ba kwallwa tjhankaneng, ha ba bang ba ile ba bolawa. Moetapele wa Black Consciousness Steve Biko o ile a hlokahala a le ditlamong ka la 12 Lwetse 1977. Solomon Kalushi Mahlangu le sole la MK o ile a fanyewa ke mmuso wa kgethollo ka 1979. Moetapele wa SACP Chris Hani o ile a bolaelwa ka ntle ho hahae Boksburg ka la 10 Mmesa 1993. Diemahale tsa basadi ba 1956 ba neng ba eteletse pele moanto kgahlano le molao wa dipasa di beilwe moleng ona. Empa wa bone Sophie Brain ha yo mona ka ha o ntse a phela.
On my far right there, we honor Lillian Ngoyi, who was representing black women, and she's carrying a partition. They are all carrying partition there. In the middle is Helen Joseph representing whites. The third one is Rahena Musa, representing Indians one. The one who was representing colored, she's still alive, is Sophie Williams Tipray. Since here we honor people who passed on.
Sebaka sena se boetse sena le pontsho ya banyalani bao e neng ele baitseki. eno a ke molwanedi ya kgahlano le kgethollo Griffiths Mqekwe le mofumadi wa High Victoria bao ka bobedi e neng e le maqwetha a ditokelo tsa botho ka bobedi ba ile ba bolawa ke mapolesa apartheid mathwasong a dilemo tsa bo 1980.
Griffith Mqenge, he was assassinated. It was 1981. And then when it comes to Victoria, after the death of him, she didn't live long. 1985 is where they decided to get rid of her as well.
Banyalani ba bang ba ne ba le kgahlano le kgethollo le bona ba bontshitswe ka bronze mme ba kenyeletsa Walter Sisulu mole Albertina ha mmoho le Oliver Tambo le Adelaide Tambo. Mme ke manya ka lebalang ho lokollwa ha Nelson Mandela a felehetswa ke mofumadi wa hae Winnie Mandela ka la 11 Hlakola 1990 ho tswa tjhankaneng ya Victor Verster Epal eo ha jwale e tsejwang ka Drakenstein.
I said to him, you know, Dad, there isn't a single statue of you in South Africa, and I'm planning to do one. And that evening, I got this message in my head from him saying, no, Dali, don't just honor me, honor all of them who served. And so I set out on this journey. I recruited a lady called Sarah Haynes, who is a great heritage expert. And together we went forward. I went to Baleka and Bete. She encouraged me. She said, go for it. I went to the National Lotteries Commission. They encouraged me. I went to Palo Jordan. I said, will you be our historical expert? He agreed to do that, and a few other professors from different South African universities.
Company sa etseng phaello e ntse ena le tshepo ya ho eketsa diemahale tse ding tsa baitseki ba ileng ba ema kgahlano le dilemo tse 350 tsa bokoloniale le apartheid.
Ho hlokala ha Harry Belafonte lapeng la Manhattan in New York ho nkwa e le sehopotso ka kabelo eo a bileng le yona boitsekong ba Afrika Borwa boemo ba matjhaba nakong ya puso apartheid. Mopresidente Ramaphosa o ile a hopola kabelo ya hae ka mora utlwa ka ditaba tsa ho hlokala ha hae.
Belafonte e bile tshia ya dibini tse ngatanyana tse kenyeletsa Miriam Makeba le Yuma Sikela nakong eo e ntseng e le lenqosa la letlole la bana la mokgatlo wa matjhaba a kopaneng.
The Secretary General and everyone at the United Nations extends their deepest condolences to the family, friends, fans, and countless admirers of Harry Belafonte. Beyond touching millions with his inimitable charm and charisma in music, film, and theater, Mr. Belafonte devoted his life fighting for human rights and against injustice in all its forms.
Meletsa matshidiso e ntse romelwa ka bongata ho kenyeletswa le wa motlatsi wa mopresidente wa Amerika Kamala Harris ya hlalositseng Belafonte e le moitseki wa ntwa ya tokelo tsa botho lefatsheng ka bophara. Mopresidente wa mehleng wa Amerika Barack Obama o ile a beha setshwantsho sa Belafonte ho Twitter nakong eo a neng a etetse kantorong ya hae. Baahi ba Amerika le bona ba fuwe monyetla wa romela melaetsa ya bona ya matshidiso ka ho beha dikgare Hollywood Walk of Fame.
He used his active career to be a platform to speak to so many individuals, say, hey, we are here, black people, we matter. And it's acting, his charisma, who he is as a person, is just shine. So that's who he is to us.
My earliest memories of some of his albums were when I was a kid, and you know, hearing my parents, you know, like my mom would play a lot of his records, and you would hear some of those live recordings that he put, and you know, that was back in the vinyl days. But you know, those are some of those early memories of music. You know, he's been around forever.
Belafonte wa betswe kgau ya naha ya tlotla ya OR Tambo ka selemo sa 2008 ka kabelo eo a bileng le yona mekgatlong ya dithuso ntweng ya boitseko ba tikoloho le mminong. Belafonte e bile karolo ya moifo wa ditlhophiso tsa leeto la pele la mopresidente wa mehleng Nelson Mandela America ka mora ho lokolwa tjhankaneng ka 1990.
The ANC decided, and Nelson Mandela decided, that he would pay a visit to the United States. I was called by the ANC through Lindiwe Mabuza, who was minister with our portfolio at the time, and then summoned to London by Oliver Tambo to talk about the details of Madiba's visit to America, and asked that I take a leading role in helping to design that. And I thought that they had made the wrong choice. I said, I don't know how to handle anything that vast, a canvas that big.
Ho tlalewa ha Madiba ile a thaba haholo ho kopana le Belafonte moo ba ileng ba thea maqhama a matla le baitseki ba bang ba ditokelo tsa botho ba ka mofu Mama Africa Miriam Makeba.
I took on the responsibility of trying to organize, along with some others who worked with me, on what should be the highlights of Madiba's visit, and those in the ANC, as well as Sesotho and others who attended him, including Winnie. And it was a moment of tremendous triumph. It touched many of us so deeply when he walked off the plane and he spotted me on the tarmac, waiting down below on the red carpet. He saw me, and as he walked down the stairs, he came over. The first thing he said to me was, "Ah, Harry boy!" And here I was, a grown man, and he was this older man, this icon. He's calling me Harry boy, and I found it so affectionate. So it kind of threw me.
Belafonte o boetsa hapa dikgau tse ngatanyana tse kenyeletsang tse tharo tsa Grammy, Emmy le Tony ka kabelo eo a bileng le yona nalaneng ya hae ya mmino.
Jole re kena ditebeng tsa dipapadi mohi mokwetliso banyana Desiree Ellis o tla tlotlwa ka kgao ya ora of Ikamanga ke mopresidente Cyril Ramaphosa hosane. Sena ke seabo sa ho bontsha kananelo ya hae eo Ellis a bileng le yona papading ya bola basadi kwa naheng. Ellis ke mokwetlisi wa selemo maemong a Afrika.
Mohlaki Desiree Ellis o dirile history nakong eo a bego a fenya sebiana sa Africa Cup of Nations. Morago ga go palelwa makga a mmalwa banyana ebile dinkgwete ka ngwaga wa 2022 morago ga go fenya Morocco. Ellis o tlo hlomphiwa ke mopresidente Cyril Ramaphosa morago ga karolo e kgolo kgweding ya maoto ya basadi ka Afrika Borwa. Sefoka se humanwa ke batho bao ba fitlheletsego dikgolo go tša bokgabo, setšo, mmino e šitana le tša dipapadi.
For me, it's still emotional. It's I know it's a huge nomination. It's similar to being knighted as in England. So I say thank you to SAFA for the support they've given, to Cecil for the support, but most importantly to the Banyana players and the staff for the work that they've put in.
Banyana ba ya dipapading tša sebiana sa lefase ka New Zealand le Australia ka kgwedi ya July morago ga go fenya sebiana sa AFCON. E tla be le la bobedi ka tatelano gore banyana ba ye dipapading tša sebiana sa lefase.
And it is the highest award for South Africans, for those in the sport culture who made a huge contribution to the country. And so we must congratulate and very happy that you are a recipient of Ikamanga in gold.
Ellis yo a nago le mengwaga e masometshela ke yena yo e lego mohlahli wa ngwaga kgweding ya maoto ya basadi kontinenteng ya Afrika. O kgethilwe bjalo ka mohlahli o kaone la mathomo ka ngwaga wa 2018.
She did a good thing and she deserved that award, and we definitely support even the president to give the award. We say we salute, we say thank you very much for that. It shows recognition in women's football.
Nakong eo a bego a raloka kgwele ya maoto, Ellis o raloketše dihlopha tše mmalwa go akaretša Spurs Ladies, Athlone Celtic e šitana le Wynberg St John's. Ellis o ile a lesa go raloka kgwele ya maoto ka ngwaga wa 2002 morago ga go nweša dino tšeo di fetago tše 300. O raloketše Afrika Borwa makga a 32 magareng ga 1993 le 2002.
You look at Coach Desiree, when she started playing for Banyana, she was 36. This day and age, if you are 36 trying to play for Banyana, you are too old. But she did it with her age mates at that time, being the first team, the founders of Banyana, and with that, all that history that she carries with her, being the first ex-player and woman coach to qualify Banyana for the World Cup in 2019. And you look at Now we are going to the second World Cup and it's still her at the helm.
Ellis ibile mohlahli wa motjwa o sa swere morago ga gore mohlahli Vera Pauw a tlogele mošomo ka morago ga dipapadi tša di-Olimpiki ka ngwaga wa 2016 ebile mohlahli wa banyana ka ngwaga wa 2018 gomme a thuša Afrika Borwa go tšea maemo a bobedi tournamenteng ya AFCON.
When she lost her job in the effort of sacrificing to be part of the national team, you look at that and you ask yourself, what more can a person really give of her? She sacrificed her family to make sure that this journey of women's football is taken to another level.
Mo nakong ya go feta Ellis o ile a fenya sebjana sa COSAFA le banyana e sa le moraloki e be e le karolo ya banyana nakong eo ba bego ba tšea maemo a bobedi tournamenteng ya AFCON ka ngwaga wa 2000. Sifiso Ramara wa ditaba tša SABC ke le ka Johannesburg.
Ka holeleng mokaptene wa di-Springbok e leng sehlopha seo le bompudi ba mohope wa lefatshe Siya Kolisi o ntse a fumana tlotla dithuletso mme lekgetlong lena ke e mong wa maAfrika Borwa a tlang ho fumana order of ikhamanga mokgahlelong wa Gauta ka betapele ba hae papading ya rugby naheng. Mokgatlo wa rugby Afrika Borwa o re mokaptene Kolisi ke lesedi le tshepo ho dibapadi tse sa ntseng di hola ho tswa dibakeng tse futsanehileng. Kolisi ya holetseng Gqeberha o ne a tella di-Springbok pele ha di ne di hlola England mohopeng wa lefatshe Japan ka 2019 moo ebile mokaptene wa pele wa motho e motsho ho hapa mohope wa Webb Ellis.
As an organization, we are very proud of our captain Siya and his achievements in rugby. He is a beacon of hope for thousands of young boys and girls in our country. He is a living proof that it's about choice, not chance, that determines your destiny. Congratulations, Captain.
Kolisi a qaile dithuto tsa hae tsa primary school sa Msengeni location la Zwide le ha e se e le naledi papading ya rugby empa o ntse a hopola moo a qadileng teng.
We feel very proud, especially our kids are very motivated when they see Siya. Siya is coming from the township. Now when they see Siya, his achievement, all of them, they want to be Siya. We are very proud of Siya and it's motivating our kids.
Mokgatlo wa rugby le batwella Nelson Mandela Bay ha o ya makatswa ke qete mo presidente ya ho tlotla Kolisi.
This is history in the making. A young man from the dusty streets of Zwide Township. Now he's going to receive the award from the president, you know. So that is good work, you know. So at least to be recognized by his own country first. Maybe others are still coming.
For him to get that accolade is huge and it's gratifying to all of us. You know, it's so important when your own people, the very own people from your own background, they acknowledge you. You know, they appreciate you. They say the scarcest resource is appreciation. You know, if you appreciate it by your own country, by your own people, it's quite pleasing.
Kolisi o sa bapalla sehlopha sa Durban sa Sharks mme hape o sa fumane sehlopha France sa Racing 92. Batlete ba Afrika Borwa ba ka bang lekgolo ba se ba le tseleng ho le ba Zambia ka jeno moo ba tlileng ho ba le kabelo dipapading tsa bompudi tsa Confederation of African Athletics. Mopresidente wa Athletics South Africa James Moloi o se a le Zambia mme ho na le tshepo e dileng hore Afrika Borwa e tla sebetsa hantle haholo dipapading tsena.
We are positive because all these youngsters are very positive and they are eager to win the medals because last time Kenya beat us with one medal. So this year we want to take our sports number one spot.
Mopresidente wa IAAF Sebastian Coe o teng dipapading tsena ho beha tsamaiso leihlo ha kontinente ya Afrika e ntse e sa rate Coe haholo ka tsela eo a ileng a sebetsa taba ya Caster Semenya ka teng ka ho etsa melao eo bonahalang maikemisetso e le ho jaeletsa batlete ba Afrika.
We never even talked to him, but we just, as a president, we greet each other like anybody else. Everybody's greeting him, but we never even touched the case of Costa, the present moment, nobody touches it. Then we just maybe talk about the Congress.
It's a very significant day, as I just said, that we're sending them today as the youth, and they must know the history of this country. So we made it possible that today, which is a very significant day, that they go there and raise the flag high. And you see, they are very excited. They came all in numbers. They came in time with the parents to support them. And we are very excited as Athletics South Africa that we're sending the grassroots of South Africa that in the next 2028, some of them will be at the Olympics.
Ba bang ba atlete bana ba re ba thabetse ya ba le kabelo dipapading tsena tsa bompudi ba Confederation of African Athletics.
It's my first time going overseas, so I'm very excited. The adrenaline is pumping, but yeah, we're very excited to go.
It's not my first time, but I'm very excited and I just want to improve.
Dipapadi di kala mafelong ana a beke le ho fela bekeng e tlang ka Labone. Ka o le leng ha re le ba Kimberley, ona ke mokgwa o mong o bana ba o sebedisang ho qoba ho kgeloa tseleng. Ba bang ba bona ba re papadi ena karate e ba thusitse ho rarolla mathata a o hlekefetswa ke bana ba bang.
But it was bullying me, so my mother said I must come. So my mother went to the child by the doctor. She did ask her where does she attend karate. So she told me, and so I went with him. The karate did help me, but I was scared before, but I'm not scared anymore.
It was fun for me because all I could do and see from those people is what it does. It teaches you discipline, respect, and it also helps with your education. It helps you physically and mentally strong.
Ka hana ha intse e lwantshana le tlhekefetso ya bong, ba bang ba bashemane sehlopheng sena ba re ho bohlokwa hore basadi ba ithute mekgwa ya ho itshireletsa.
These days men that they drink and they come home and abuse their wives, and their wives does not deserve to be abused, and karate can defend them and their kids, and they can defend themselves.
Ka ha maatlete ana a le mothating wa itukisetsa tournament e tlang ho tshwarela Durban mafelong ana a beke, ba tobane le mathata a kgello ya ditjhelete ho fihlela tournamenteng ena le hoja ba sa tswa kopa thuso ho tswa ho lefapha.
We applied last year for this for funding from Sport, Art and Culture. They never come back to us. In January we went back to them again, and then the team from pillar to post, and at the end they give us a combi, 2 combis, but no one have paid for. We are 40 kids when we must live here. No one have paid for the hotel. We are still struggling, looking around who can help us to pay the hotel.
Lefapha la rabetse ka le reng hona le metjha eo e le latelang pele e ka thusa dihlopha ka ditjhelete.
As a department, we have limited funding, and therefore when we do assist our sporting clubs from the various sporting sectors, we normally do it according to our budget that's available.
Le ha hoja sehlopha sena se tobane le mathata, empa ba dumela ha boitelo ba bona papading ena bo tlo ba thusa ho hapa dimedale tsa Gauteng.
Moi ka bera fana ditaba tsa rona ho YouTube ka SABC ditaba-dikgang, Facebook account ya rona ke ditaba_, Twitter rona ke @ditaba_dikgang. To ka bera romela video ya WhatsApp e sa feteng 30 seconds ho 073 818 0674. Di fella mona tsa thapama ena fumana ditaba tsa Setswana ka hora ya borobedi phirimaneng ena boledi bja latela. Hayate.